And good morning, you're watching Park City Television, and it's Travel Tip Tuesday time. That means Troy Flagg is in studio with me from VacationRoost, a great website to go to if you are looking to plan whether it's the simplest of vacations to a vacation for the entire family. They can accommodate to you, and we've been doing our 5-week series. We started first with the planning process, then we went to booking. Now this week we're talking all about flying. So we think once we get on the plane, our worries are over. Not always the case, but VacationRoost can help some of those worries go away, and they can really monitor what's going on. Troy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are we?
You're always doing good, though. Have you ever said I'm not good?
Only when I get here at 4 in the morning or whatever time.
And I go, Troy, how are you? And you go,
yes.
And I'm like, Troy, come on, it's the morning show, wake up. But we wake you up. Let's talk about, we've discussed the planning. You got to start somewhere, then you have to actually book it.
Right.
Then the flight process. I mean, online can be a pain, so they go through you. It's a lot faster.
Correct. And also, there's a little bit of planning that goes into getting on your flight. You want to make sure that when you get on the plane, you're set and ready to go. For example, let's say you're traveling with kids, You want to have something for them to do, whether it's an hour-and-a-half flight, because an hour-and-a-half flight with kids can turn into a 12-hour flight.
Keep them quiet.
That's right. But if you're going to Hawaii or Europe and you're looking at a 7-hour flight, lots of activities for them to do, whether it be coloring books ahead of time, stories, movies. People travel with the laptops or the portable DVD players, so have some of their favorite movies, and it'll make your trip so much easier.
And for people like me who don't have kids, my biggest thing I have to be concerned about is how much it costs to get. I just do a carry-on for the most part, but some flights make you pay for the carry-on and some don't. And I honestly couldn't even tell you who makes you pay and who doesn't. I have no idea.
And I
probably wouldn't check before I go because I'm irresponsible when I travel.
And you get to the airport and you're like, $40?
I don't have $40 in my bank account.
That's right. So you do need to either check if you're booking it yourself online. Okay, double check what the baggage allowances are or what the check-in baggage allowance are, and make sure that you know ahead of time how much you're going to have to pay at the airport. Also, some airlines, if you check in online, you get a little bit of a discount, so that's important. You want to make sure that you go with, one of the things I hate when I'm traveling is inevitably, if I sit in the back of the plane, they start with the beverage service at the front. If I sit in the front of the plane, the beverage service starts in the back. So when you get to the airport, it used to be cool because you could take a couple of different sodas with you. Now you can't do that because you can't go through security with the liquids, but buy them when you get into the security area.
Be cautious. I was in Costa Rica and I couldn't take my bottle of water that I bought at a stand right next to where I boarded onto the plane. They would not let me take it. And I'd spent $4 or something on this stupid bottle of water in the airport, and they would not let me take it on the plane.
What airline were you on?
Troy, I don't know. You can't ask me that. I was on some airline.
It was
that
after
got me
partying the whole week.
It was from A to B. That's all I know. But
yeah,
caution.
double check these things.
I did not know that. That was the first time it's ever happened. So maybe it's international flights, but I was not allowed to take my water on.
Okay, and most domestic carriers you can. Yes.
Exactly.
So get that. You can definitely take in things like, if you want to take trail mix with you or some fruit with you, those kind of things. But don't take mayonnaise because, one person took a sandwich, but they had their mayonnaise in a little cup.
Well, that's prepared.
They wouldn't let the mayonnaise go through because it's a liquid. So
I don't think I'm even that prepared on a day when I come to work to have my mayonnaise side and my sandwich. I'm not even that prepared. Now, you have to know other things like smoking is not allowed.
Let's talk about smoking. Mike, do we have that?
It's just my favorite clip ever. We'll show you in a minute, but it's my favorite clip ever, so we'll have to show it. But you do have to know.
And some airports.
Most people should know that by now at this point.
Some airports you can't smoke in the airport.
Yeah, you have to go to the designated areas.
Outside.
Are there some that you can't even smoke at all in the airport?
Not in the airport at all. Some you have to go 15 feet away from the doors outside.
There it is. Smoking is not allowed. That is the best clip of all time. If you're on a Delta flight, you know exactly what we're talking about. You've seen this chick.
Yes. Oh, many times. Many times.
Many times you've seen that. So a lot to plan for, though, if you are going to fly, especially with, I think another big thing is checking your flight to make sure it's on time and it's still going with the weather crises we're having right now.
Right.
A lot of
You want to
iffiness.
check the morning of to make sure your flight's on time. You want to check, even the night before to make sure there haven't been any last-minute cancellations or anything like that. Or double check with your travel agent and say, I just want to make sure everything's copacetic.
That's why you book with VacationRoost, because all you have to do is call up and say, Troy Flag, will you please check this, this, and this, this, and this, and make sure everything is ready to go. Go to vacationroost.com or call 888-22.
No.
Oh, crap, what is it?
See, I used to do that. 888
I used to know this.
33.
33 Roost.
Roost.
Oh, gosh.
Right.
You'd think after like 4 months I'd have it down. 888-33 Roost.
Roost.
I got that one. Okay. Give them a call or go online. Book that vacation. We, of course, will be talking with you next week about what, Troy?
Next week, we're going to talk about lodging and on the ground.
Which is very important. So
Yes.
we'll hear all about that next week. Stay tuned on the Mount Morning Show. We've got a lot more coming up right after this.